Hi Capricorn, this is Casey with your September career reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shay and I are so happy to have you here with us. She'll have a video that's going to come up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. She does give a different perspective. The first couple of cards I'm going to pull will be for your energy, and you're coming in with the Thinking Woman. This is a very good, intense card. This is where you're really thinking about everything that's going on. This is like the Swords card about the mental clarity, the research, being very diligent in your path and being very diligent in your knowledge. It's like you have a lot of degrees or you have a lot of experience in this particular career. You're very knowledgeable. Let's go ahead and pull a major arcana to see how that clarifies. And we have the Hangman in reverse. So something's coming up for you that you really need to look at things from a different perspective. But, you know, the more you look at it from a different angle, the more cluttered it becomes, the more foggy it is. It's like, you know, you keep trying to find what it is that's going to click. The company, whatever is going on at work, like, you know, if there's a situation in the account's not working and you're trying to figure out how to click with this particular customer, it's like everything you try is wrong. And it's like, what are you doing wrong? What is happening? Why is this not going the way it's supposed to be going? So let's go ahead and pull some cards here for your advice or for your challenges. Whoops, sorry Capricorn. Let me fix that for you. Alrighty. Crown chakra, downloading from the divine, triumph and success, spiritual union, material harvest. The way you need to think of this is from your higher self. You need to do what is being downloaded. It's like, you know, if you're ignoring what your mission is, or you're ignoring what your true passion is, or what really inspires you, you are feeling that it's not clicking, and that's for a reason. You're not in the right spot. You need to shift it out and look at it from a different perspective. What is going to make you happy? And whatever makes you happy, whatever you connect with, you'll be very successful monetarily and financially, as well as spiritually. And you'll find that right union, whether this is a significant other that helps you out and gives you that leg up, or it's another person that sees things from the same point of view as you. And this is where you'll be able to get that abundance, that material harvest. You know, the bank account will start to grow. You'll feel very good about what you're doing. Things will manifest and multiply a lot quicker. But you have to do what you're inspired to do. You can't just go and flip burgers if that's not what your life purpose is. You know, you can do it for a time, but you're going to lose interest in it, and you're going to want to do something else, something that inspires you. Okay, here we have the Three of Wands, looking forward, seeing your ships come in, seeing the things that you want to manifest, seeing that house, that car, that bank account grow, seeing your career blossom. You see it right at the end of the dock. You see it right at the end of your fingertips, and you're waiting for it to come in. Page of Coins. This is all about networking, new financial opportunities. Something clicks that you get with the person that you're supposed to get with that is really going to make this work for you. It's like all of a sudden you just meet this person and everything falls into place. It's like they have a need and you are more than qualified and inspired to fill that job position. The Devil. This is actually your card, Capricorn, the Devil card. So this is speaking to me that this is your energy in this layout. It also talks about fears, and it talks about addictions and thought process and things that will bring us down. We can't get into that zone. We have to be very positive. We have to be very knowing. We have to have a plan, which is why you're coming in with the Thinking Woman, because we don't want to sit in that fear base. This is also telling me that you're ready to make these changes, being that this is your card. Three of Coins in reverse is saying that there's not going to be a lot of teamwork in this. You're going to do this on your own. You're going to be able to manifest this, create it, cultivate it, make it your own. You know, whatever you do is specialized to you. And that's the path that you need to follow right now. You know, you need to upgrade what you're doing so that you're on the right path, and you have to listen to Spirit. Spirit is really guiding you right now, and you have to trust in that. You have to listen to the messages and watch the synchronicities. It's very important. You know, the crown chakra is a very intense chakra. This is just the all-knowing that this is what you're supposed to be doing. You don't doubt it. You just have to figure out how you're going to get from point A to point B. And then when that opens up, you know, you're going to be all over it, because here we have the Tower card. This tells me that there's a huge shakeup that forces this situation, and it forces you into this new path and this new thought process. And you're like, you know what? If I'm going to have to switch jobs or careers or whatever, I'm going to go do something that I want to do. You know, if you've been doing one job for a very long time and you've been in customer service forever and a day and it was working for you, but you're just over it and you want to go do something else. You want to go, work at an elementary school with kids, and that has been a passion of yours for a little bit. This is where you're going to find out how you're going to make that pay for your passion, that you're going to get that benefit, body, mind, and soul, and financially, to get what you need for the month of December. Something's going to open up for you, and you're going to contemplate on it. Four of Cups, and you have been contemplating. So when this Tower card comes up, this is where you decide what you're going to do next. And this is actually a freeing card. This is a card that's going to set you free to the path that you're supposed to be. Yes, look at here, Five of Swords. You know, this can also be conflict and competition. However, the 5 in this particular deck, I always look at the butterfly because it tells me of rebirth and renewal, and that how you're going to be able to use this conflict, this competition, to your best advantage. This is a very positive, beautiful card. Here we have the 8 of Swords, and this is being stressed out mentally, and this is where you're putting yourself in that stress. So when the tower, right before the tower hits, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get to this next point, you put yourself under a lot of stress. Should I do this? Should I do that? I mean, this job pays, but that job is where I really like to hang out, and I get a lot of fulfillment from that, and this, that. You will make the change, and you won't be afraid once you do that, make that change, because you will find people that are encouraging you to do this. I kid you not. Hangman in reverse again. While you're going through all that mental conflict, you're not seeing the path of how you're supposed to get to where you need to be. And you're looking at it from every angle you can figure it out, but not the correct angle, because you have to look at it from your higher self. You have to listen to the divine and listen to spirit and your angels so that you make the right decision. And I know with your career, you don't want to put all your faith into the angel path, because that can take however long the angels tell you. You need to make money now. You need to pay your bills now. But be confident that they're guiding you on the right path. Here we have the 6 of Cups. Someone from your past could be the link to this job. Someone that you knew in a past relationship, whether it was a work relationship, friendship, knowing someone from the grocery store, whatever it is, they could be the opening to, which is the Page of Coins, the new bridge to what you need to do, because they will make it easy for you. You won't have that fear. You'll know that you're on the right path. It's like someone hands you this job that you've been looking for, and it's a foot in the door that you've been asking for. And when that happens, you'll be all over it, because you know this will be a beautiful spiritual union, and it will make you very happy. You have the material harvest. I mean, this is a beautiful lineup right here. And this is beautiful as well. Don't get nervous when you see the Devil. That's only changes. That's overcoming fears. That's letting go of things that don't work for you anymore. Well, I'm pulling 2, so I'm going to go with it. Capricorn, we have honesty as well as deceit. Wow, check out honesty and deceit coming up right next to each other. Be honest with yourself as to what you want. Don't think you can't do it, that you're not qualified, that you don't have the degrees, that you don't have the experience. You have enough of what they need to get your foot in the door. They'll train you to do the rest. So be confident in what you can do. Be honest about your abilities. Bring what you have to the table, because it is more than enough. Just because you don't have the degree does not mean you're not qualified. So don't doubt yourself in this. Here we go with some angel messages. Avoid allergens, Capricorn. It reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding all allergens that may be toxic to health and happiness. Help me to only crave helpful foods and beverages. Be on the your best behavior. Eat right, sleep right, be very focused about what you want. Be very clear about what you want. Don't be muddled and cloudy in any way, shape, or form, because you have a lot of information to sift through. So don't overdo on eating too much or staying up late or partying or whatever it is, because you really need to be clear and concise in your thinking, in your decision making, because there's going to be a lot to be asked of you for the month of September in your career sector, and making choices and decisions that are going to affect your future. And you want to make sure that you're on point and you're at your optimal level. So please ask the angels to come in, follow the path, be open to their messages so that you know that it's not coming from you and what your wants are, but basically from the divine path that you're supposed to be on, that's going to give you this harvest with this spiritual union so you can be victorious. But you have to download from spirit, guys. So be open to that. Be very clear and honest and not deceitful to yourself as well. And make sure that you are taking on things that you are going to want to do. And you're taking on things that are going to inspire you in your inner knowing and really make that change. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. I would love it if you sent me a message via an email and or a comment. That would be great. Let me know how you're doing. I hope to have you guys back, so please like and subscribe. Take care.